All right, what's going on, family? I was waiting for it to go live. We are now live. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Tonight, we are going to talk about another way in which you can buy a home, get it for under market value, but also have more affordable payment options. So I'll let a couple people come on in. Those of you who don't know, I am Sir Ashley. I am a real estate advisor here in the Carolinas, and I help people buy, sell, and invest. And on this channel, we talk about real estate in the Carolinas. And I try to bring you experts to better inform you as far as what's happening in the market and how you can capitalize regardless of what's going on in the market. Because a lot of people think there's only one way to win, and if the market is hot, if interest rates are low, that's the best time to buy. And in my opinion, is that a good time to buy? It can be, but even when rates are high, that's when the creative people take advantage of it, and you can still find amazing deals and get a very affordable interest rate. I was going to say very low, and I mean, I'm willing to make that argument. Very low interest rate, even when the standard rate is higher than it had been, 3 years ago. So let me bring my sister on first. Ambernique, how you doing?
No. Okay, so let me give myself my own introduction. Hey guys, it's the star
There
of
we
the
go.
show, Amber Neek. My sidekick, Sir Ashley Harrison. His intro was longer than normal, but yeah. Good evening, everyone. Don't forget to drop where you are in the comments. You forget that
Yeah,
all
look
the
at that.
time.
I did.
You
I
forgot
did.
me
Please
too.
let me know where you're watching from. Please share this with friends and family. Just let them know what's going on, because we like to just keep everybody informed on what's happening in the housing market, and again, how you can take advantage of what's happening. Um, I'm very excited. It's been a great day, a great weekend. I had several buyers go under contract this weekend. I had went to two walkthroughs today. So please know that while there may be doom and gloom in the news, people are still taking advantage of these market conditions, because now is an excellent time to jump in and take advantage of some of the incentives and some of the programs that we're even going to bring to you today. We have TLALB. What's going on from New Jersey? Shout out to my cousin. He's in New Jersey, and I was actually a trustee for one of his properties that he ended up selling last week. So shout out to you. Uh, my sister just left. Shout out to you, Brandon. Love you. And we have Jenny watching from Pennsylvania. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for rocking with us. Here we go. All right. I have Susie Beaver with us today. Susie, can you introduce yourself and to the audience?
Hey there, Sir Ashley and Ambernique. Thanks for having me on tonight. My name is Susie Beaver. I am branch manager here of Castle and Cook Mortgage in North Carolina. We service North Carolina, South Carolina. We are a national lender, so we have people all over the place. Us personally in our branch, we serve North and South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Colorado, and Ohio. So if you have anybody in
Nice.
those areas that are looking to move or make a change or anything of that nature, we're your folks to be able to help you get them there. So thanks for having me on tonight. We were going to talk about a couple of different things. I don't know if you want to just go right into that or.
Well, real quick, before we jump in, to the people watching, if you have any comments or questions, feel free, drop them in the chat. We have an agenda we want to touch on, but we will pivot to what you want to talk about. We will get to it once we go over our agenda. So, please feel free, drop any questions that you have, because it is an uncertain time. We understand that. And we want to make sure that you stay informed. And everybody's situation is a little different, and we want to make sure we're providing value to you, because you've took time out of your day to watch us this evening. So thank you. Susie, let's jump into it.
So one of the first things that we were going to talk about tonight is loan types. You know, like Sir Ashley was saying, that there's a lot of loan types that are just your traditional loan types when it comes to purchasing a home, which is your FHA, your conventional loan, your VA if you're a military veteran. Thank you for your service. USDA.
Yes.
Those are just your normal loan types. And a lot of times we can get confused because we're just stuck with thinking that we only have one box that we can actually go to. I like to open it up to show that we actually have a lot more that we can choose from if we are knowledgeable about them and know about them. So one of the things we're going to talk about tonight that does not get talked about an awful lot is a renovation loan. And
Yes.
For anybody that does not know what that is, a renovation loan is basically, you love the house, you see yourself in this house, you love the neighborhood, you think it's great for your kids if you have kids that are school age, retirement community, whatever the house brings to you. You like the house, but there's decor. Maybe there's a wall that separates the kitchen and you wanted an open kitchen. Say that there's something that you want to maybe add square footage to, or you have, you have a growing family and you found a perfect 3-bedroom, 2-bath, but you have your mother-in-law moving in with you as well too. So you're going to need an extra mother-in-law suite or an extra master bedroom suite for yourself now, and give your mother-in-law the old master suite. There's so much that you can actually do with this. And the cool thing about a renovation loan is that it is literally one of those loans that you tie it all in together at the beginning. So say that you bought a house for $200,000 and you're going to put $50,000 into it for your renovation. Your new purchase price is now
50.
$250,000.
Yep.
That's what your appraisal will be based on. That's what your down payment, everything will now be based on that higher purchase price. And what that does is that allows us to be able to put in all the renovation costs into your loan at the very beginning, so that you're spreading the payments, amortizing them over the 30 years, instead of having to come up with that $50,000 on your own. And you can live in the house, you can renovate it, get it to be exactly what you need it to be, and your home is perfect for you with just one simple mortgage.
Yes. No, that is ideal for somebody that wants to, one, they like the character and they want to of an older home, right? And they also want to go into an established neighborhood. We've brought you options for new construction, right, to get a lower interest rate and to finance that and get it more affordable. And we're also going to talk about how we can position our offer to where we can take advantage of these renovation loans. Were you talking to us, Susie?
No, I'm sorry. I was asking my husband
Um,
to bring me my power cord. My
oh no, no, you're
my
good. You're
power
good.
just went really quick. So
No, no, you're good. To where not only can you take advantage of these renovation loans, but we can also position our offer to where we can take advantage of lower interest rates as well.
Mhm.
So we have Jenny asking, can you use down payment assistance on a renovation loan?
In some instances,
Mhm.
like your North Carolina housing program, no, they don't allow it.
Okay.
There are a couple of seconds or first out there that will allow for that. Or like if you used a conventional renovation loan for your first trustee, and you did a second mortgage for a second trustee, say for just 10%, and then you just bring in your 10% down. So there's different ways that we can make that work. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. Jocelyn, what's going on? Tell me. We got to be close. Did I miss it? Did I miss it, Ambernique? Did you close, Jocelyn?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So she's coming. It's coming. Um, keep us informed because we're excited. Like we're invested. Let us know when you're moving down, when you're going to be in North Carolina. Um, and I don't want to touch on this now, but this is the second week, I believe. She's mentioned this. And I want to do a video on it. I've had clients take advantage of this. So, but the question is TLALB asks, please discuss reverse mortgage options for people approaching retirement age, looking to relocate and not looking to pass down the home. Thank you. So we don't have
And
to.
that's
We can. That'll
another
be another week. That'll be another week. But that is something that was very beneficial. I had a client actually. Where is she? She's from New Jersey. I had some clients move from the D.C. area, bought a house using reverse mortgage, and actually are getting paid every single month to live in the property.
yes.
So quite unique. product, and it serves their purpose. Everybody is in a different position in life, right? Has different goals. This product serves their purpose, and we will touch on it. I'll do a video specially for that, and I'll even see if my clients want to come in and share their experience. But thank you, TLA. I need to make a note to myself to not forget you about that. Jocelyn, not yet, but on my way. All right, come on down. All right. So regarding this renovation loan, we did have a example property you wanted to talk about, correct?
Yeah, no, it's one of Ambernique's listings actually
Yeah.
down in South Carolina, Simpsonville,
Yes.
actually.
Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. Share screen. All right, here we go.
So this is a great property in a neighborhood, as far as like a great neighborhood, great schools, everything that's there. Even the appearance of the house. This house is a great house regardless, but it's not going to fit everybody's tastes when it comes to the decor on
Now,
the inside,
before I
especially.
cut
Go
you
ahead.
off real quick, Susie, is this is in Simpsonville. Now, this applies no matter where you are. They have properties
Absolutely.
in Charlotte that this could work for and everything like that. I pulled up a couple, but we wanted to show love to our sister Ambernique. This is her property, and let it have some
Get
shine.
it sold
So,
quickly.
so yes, but there is properties and situations, and I actually looked up some zip codes 28210 and 28216 in Charlotte, where I believe this would be an excellent way to buy a home. But here we go.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Oh
Susie.
no, we can look at those properties as well too. So just in
Okay.
looking at this home, just face value for going to the home you're seeing there. Now when we're coming into the kitchen, as you can, I mean, that's pretty cool that whether that's wallpaper or someone did the two-tone paint in there, it worked for this family in their home. That was their decor style. But someone else may come in and say, oh, I don't like the blue. I would maybe want to have
Yeah.
brown walls. Do you know what I'm saying? That's something that they can come in and they can see. The difference is that they can put different paint colors in there. They can replace
Mm-hmm.
the flooring in here. If the
Yep.
flooring was an issue for them, they could look at the flooring and say, hey, maybe we want to upgrade with wood floors throughout the house rather than just having wood floors in the common area or the high traffic areas. We'd want to have the wood floors throughout our home. So in looking at this home, there's a couple of different variations. Say that you wanted to update your appliances. That's something that you can do in the renovation loan. You want to update your lighting fixtures in here. You can do that in the renovation loan. There's a couple of bedrooms in here. This is like the dining area. Say that one dining room area that you wanted to enclose that and make that a home office for you. You could actually enclose that and turn it into a home office or an extra bedroom with the renovation loan. There's
Here we go. We go to some of
murals
the
in some
bedrooms.
of
Oh,
these
where's the
bedrooms.
mural right there? Did I miss it?
Yeah,
There
the
it is.
murals. Not everyone's going to
Yep.
like the lighthouse. I think it's beautiful, but not everyone's going to like that. So to be able to
Mhm.
paint over that or to be able to maybe add, if you wanted to keep that, maybe do some additional mural painting or put some rocks or some texture, that batten board or however on the
Mhm.
sidewalls there, just to kind of spruce it up and make it maybe make it like a little beach room or something. That's all
So,
stuff that you can do. Go ahead.
a lot of times when we as consumers look at properties and we come across properties like this, we automatically just throw it out of our minds
Absolutely.
because it doesn't fit our aesthetic presently, right?
Absolutely.
Whereas this is where gold is actually found, where you can, when I talk about creating deals, creating opportunities,
Mhm.
because the home seller knows that whoever buys this home is going to do some work, right? So either they priced it in or they're expecting to be able to price it in to where you can position your offer to take advantage of that.
Mhm.
So you want the shiny new object? Well, so does everybody else, right? And typically there's a competition when it comes to that. This right here, not as many people, many people are going to be swayed away or scared away from the mural on the wall, the two-tone wallpaper or paint in the kitchen, right? This right here is like, oh no, you see that as a challenge. I see it as an opportunity to create the property that I want at a price that I deem fit because I'm not
Absolutely.
going against a lot of competition.
And not
Absolutely.
only that, you would come in with equity instantly, even
Exactly.
if we ran with the scenario of doing 50,000 for renovations. The home across the street is for sale right now for 375,000. And the seller who had this home, this was actually the model home for the community when it was originally built back in 2005. So the roof has been replaced in the last 5 years and the HVAC. It's already fenced. When I tell you guys, there is not a stain on that carpet. She was an older woman, single. There's not a scratch on the hardwood floors. Like, she took really good care of this house.
That's awesome. I mean, and that rings so true because what is I mean, my ex-husband used to paint these murals for people on their walls, and this woman would pay like an obscene amount of money to get that done. So if those are paintings,
Yeah.
those are very, very expensive. Okay. But what's expensive to us as the seller, that's not going to be part of it for the buyer, unfortunately. That's not going
Hmm.
to be something that an appraiser
No.
looks at for value on a home. They're looking just for the bare minimums of square footage and so forth. So what we a lot of times put into our homes, thinking that it is increasing the value, they're really not value items. So in this case, it's a matter of looking at this home as like a blank canvas. What can you do with this home? If all the bones are great and you've got a new roof, new HVAC, what can you do to this home to make it not this woman's anymore, but your home? And
This
that's
is a
where you have
four
to have that
bedroom.
creative eye.
Exactly. Like, just think of the space, right? You have the 4 bedroom, 3 bath, over 2,100 square feet. You had a dining room area. You had the open kitchen, living room. So again, if those are things that you're wanting in that space, this is that shell that is perfect for you, and you can create the interior that you want, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it. And it gives such
Mhm.
flexibility. And
Yeah.
as a buyer, you actually get to choose your contractor. A lot of times, loans like this, the institution makes you work with their contractors. That's not the case with us. We allow you to choose your own contractor as long as they're licensed and so forth. So we make sure that we have everything worked out for you in your home. The process, honestly, in doing this loan type, I typically give my clients 2 weeks to have what I call like the discovery fun period. I mean, this is you putting your brand new home together. Go shopping, go to the furniture places, the tile places, the kitchen cabinet places, the granite places. Go have fun, explore, see what you would do to make this space your own. There's nothing that you cannot do to turn this space into something that you see yourself in. And that's the cool thing about these products is that you literally can take any home and it is a blank canvas, a
Now,
blank canvas.
question I have,
Sure.
Ambernique, how long has this property been on the market for?
We just went on the market 8 days.
8 days. So 8 days, it's not, as I'm thinking of it as an investor, right? If I see it came on the market 8 days, will I make a lowball offer? Possibly. Or even like an owner occupant investor that's going to do some work on it, right? Make a lowball offer, probably. But think about it from the seller's perspective. Will they be motivated enough to sell it after 8 days? It's not really enough time to let the market feel it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, the one I just pulled up right here in Charlotte is 280. It just had a $5,000 price cut on
Okay.
Halloween, right? And it's been on the market over, well, total 101 days, but this realtor had it on the market 70 days. So you better believe that this needs some work. This property needs some work. Let's pull up. Let's see if we can see the photos. Right? Can you all see this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. So it needs paint. It needs carpet. You see that
Well, see, I
wall
already brought
right
up
there?
the closed off kitchen.
Exactly. Has it closed off and all that. So this would be a perfect candidate for a renovation loan product. Dated cabinets. You have the dated what?
Appliances.
Stove, oven, appliances, the dishwasher, the refrigerator, right? The carpet. I'm not sure the condition of the carpet, but you see the paint needs paint. Updating the bathroom,
Cleaning.
up
Mhm.
cleaning, the
Mhm.
cleaning. You see the carpet. You see the wall. Like this right here is where I want you all to think about where can you take advantage and capitalize and get the most bang for your buck. Properties like this, and the one like Ambernique's works for the renovation loan. But when we talk about getting a steal, right? Because again, only 8 days, not that motivated. After somebody's been on the market for 2 months and they're making that mortgage payment and they want to sell, they're probably more motivated than the person that had it on the market for 8 days, right? And you saw that they just reduced the price. So they're asking, what are they asking? 280?
280 now, yeah.
280. We could get that for less than that, 280, and also be able to position it to where we can get some seller concessions, get the renovation loan, and walk away with equity. When we talk about win-win situation, like you're helping the seller because they want to get out of the property, and it's not selling in its current condition because most people are scared away by its current condition, hence being on the market over 70 days. Now, I know how I would position this offer. Tell me how it will work with the renovation loan, Susie. As far as it's 280, let's just say I gave them 280, but I asked for $15,000 in seller concessions.
Oh, well, there's a lot you could do with $15,000 in seller concessions here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
say that I'm going to go ahead and take this house. We're going to go ahead and do it for 280. We're going to renovate the kitchen. We're going to open up the kitchen some. We're going to leave the cabinetry as it is, but we're going to give it a facelift.
Yep.
We're going to go ahead and put in new appliances, new flooring. We're going to upgrade the bathrooms as well now too, because the bathrooms are another pivotal point for a value increase. And when we look at things of that nature, those are just a couple of things that I remembered from the pictures there. So now
some bedrooms need some paint and flooring, new flooring.
Paint up a little bit. I would probably say a good $50,000 or $60,000 you could put into this home and get all of that finished.
Yep.
Get every single part of that finished, and you basically be walking into a brand new home. So with looking at that right now, we have a purchase price of the $280.
Now, real quick, if anybody wants this property, reach out to me so we can, me and Emily can put in an offer for you. This is not our listing. So we want to make sure that we represent you with this
absolutely.
property.
So now we're up at a $340,000 purchase price. Basically, what happens is we take the purchase price that you wrote in for the offer, and then we're going to add the renovations of $60,000 for everything. That's going to be your fees. That's going to be your contingency money. Because with a renovation, what we do is we add in a 10% contingency. So if there's any unforeseen things, okay. So say like, you know, with our kitchen remodel, we removed the stove, and behind the stove, the drywall was pretty damaged back there. That's obviously not something they could see before. So we want to make sure that we cover that expense, so it's not something for the buyer that they have to pick up later. So that'll be your contingency. That's everything. So now we have a new purchase price of $340,000. Okay. On this one, you want to do a conventional?
Yes.
Okay, so on this one, we're going to go conventional. It'll be owner occupied. So the minimum that you have to put down is just 5%. So that's just $17,000 on a $280,000 home, in which you're going to get $60,000 in renovations to have this home be exactly how you'd want it to be when it's all finished, said and done. And all you're putting down is the 5%.
And I will say real quick, just to give some perspective, we talk about 260 to get exactly where you want to be in that zip code. There's some new construction, which this is not going to be a brand new home, but it's going to be comparable because it's going to be renovated, right? New construction is going for around 400 in this zip code, if not more. So it's just so you're already coming in with equity.
Perfect.
Right.
Okay, so what we're going to look at here is we're going to look at this option not only with the renovation loan, because we're getting $15,000 back in seller concessions. We're actually going to look at doing a because that's such a large amount of money. We're we're going to go ahead and look at doing a 3-2-1 buy down in here as well. Let's just see what that's going to cost us. It'll be based on your loan amount of $323,000. What we're going to do, oh, it's literally just under $15,000. What we're going to do is we're going to take that $15,000 and put it into a 3-2-1 buy down. And what that means is for 3 years, you're going to be paying a different interest rate for your payment. So for the first year, you're going to be paying, just say the rate right now today was 7.25% for the conventional loan, first time home buyer. You know, let's just say 700 credit score, 5% down on a conventional. 7.25% is your flat rate. We're going to use this $15,000 to buy down. What it means is for the first year, your interest rate's basically going to be 4.25% because it's a temporary buy down. What happens is
So I have your flyer on the screen where it talks about
okay.
3, 2,
Yeah,
1.
so the 3-2-1 right here, it basically reduces the interest rate by 3% in the first year, 2% in the second year, and 1% in the third year. So never are you paying a full payment on this property how you're getting it today. Now, for all of us in the real estate market, we know that interest rates ebb and flow, and there's like a 10-year cycle where they somewhat ebb and flow up and down and so forth. Right now, we know that we're on the higher end of that cycle. It doesn't make sense to me financially anyway to take that large blessing from the seller of $15,000 and buy down your interest rate one time. Which means like I could have taken that $15,000 and bought your interest rate down for the whole 30-year term down to say 5.75%. I could have done that, but that's only, and that's going to last for 30 years. Yes, that's all great and fine. The reality is no one has their mortgage for, more than 5 years, which they start with anyway. So the reality is you are going to refinance this property. So why not use this money in a more financial advantageous way for you where you're lowering your payments for 3 years, because we know that we're going to be coming back down on a cycle of lower interest rates within 3 years. I would say that's a given for where we're standing right now. So what that means is for the first year, you'll be paying 4.25%, saving $615 every month on your payment. That's a huge savings.
That's very significant.
The second year, you'll be paying 5.25, saving $420 a month on your payment. The third year, you'll be saving, it'll be a 6.25% interest rate, and you'll be saving $215. Now, the cool thing about doing it this way, say that you're going to refinance in year 2. And say you're 6 months into year 2. This money's still sitting in your escrow with your escrow impound account. So when you refinance, now that credit that you were given back from the seller, being that it's been set aside for you for 3 years, and you're only going to use it for a year and a half of it. When you refinance, you get this money back. That's huge, rather than paying one time to reduce your interest rate one time and never seeing anything ever again. Does that make sense?
I like it. It makes sense. Now, to the chat, does that make sense to everybody watching and how she explained it? If you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. We did have a question regarding the renovation loan. Danny asked how many draws and at what percentage does the draw start?
What happens is what we do is we create an estimate for you at the beginning and say that the work on this particular house was $60,000. We're going to pay your contractor the first draw of $30,000 at closing. And then after the work is completed, we pay the contractor out the final remainder after the work's done. So there's really the only one draw at closing. And then the final payment is when the work is finished. It's not like a construction loan.
Shout out one real quick. Danny's here. Shout out to my man, Danny. I thought I was killing it this past weekend with 2 under contract. My man popped up and dropped in He's on my team. He's part of the family. He with 3 properties under contract.
Oh,
When I talk
wow.
about grinding, actually, I got a message from another agent in reference to you, Danny, saying you are putting us all to shame, and she absolutely loves it. And you motivated them to be at their desk all day to work. So
Awesome.
salute to you, brother. I am
Congratulations,
proud of you.
Danny.
I'm proud of you.
That's super cool. And
Yeah.
like you were asking here, Danny, at what percentage do the draws start? It's not like a construction loan. That's a whole nother piece. The renovation is literally what your interest rate is. So your
Perfect.
whatever your interest rate is on your loan, that's what it is.
Um, we have a question. Realistically speaking, what is the minimum annual income to qualify for these homes? So to qualify for that 340,000 home, well, it was 280, and then we factored in the 60,000
Hmm.
for the renovation, so it was 340. While she's doing that, we have some congratulations to Danny. Want to make sure he's acknowledged. Congrats, good job, my brother. Let's go, team us. Amen. You got to look out for us. Barbara, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Definitely love it when you come join a live stream. I'm missing Crystal. Where's Chris? Where's your Gastonia people? Where's Crystal?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Crystal sent me a glass one day. She was at the winery.
Ah, okay. Wait, hold on. Time out. Danny, you got to be referee on this one. Ebony says she's not going out. Does a winery
I said
count
she
as
sent
going out?
me a glass, a picture. She was at the winery. I wasn't there.
Oh, it wasn't like she like bought a glass and had it sent over to you while you're at the winery as well.
No,
Okay, all right. Just making sure.
Uh,
Making sure. I'm alive
there's
and
We-
nothing
back.
wrong. There's nothing wrong with that if she was enjoying the
I know,
wine.
right? Drinking wine is not at the club partying. I am literally in bed by. I have been in bed by 8 o'clock every night. Like I'm tired right now.
Come
I don't know
on.
if I believe that, but I'll take it.
I am.
We'll go with it. We'll go with it.
I am so serious. My friends, they don't think I'm serious, but they try to call me at late at night. Like I'm in bed. Like my mom said she don't know this person. I was like, girl, I don't know her either.
Jenny, one of the reasons I want to move to North Carolina, I heard they have great wine. They do. We do have great wine in here in the Carolinas. Um, by a show of hands in the chat, have you ever had a wine slushy though?
Oh my god, I love it.
Good stuff.
I love wine slushies. Like I love wine. I love a good cab. I like dry, spicy wine. So I love wine. But wine slushies, like
No,
I wasn't prepared. This was years ago. I wasn't prepared and it just hit me. It smacked me after like
you
three
got
of
the
them.
one in the outlet. I literally walk around the outlet and get fucked up. Can I curse? No.
See, it's not even me dropping. It's not even me dropping f bombs tonight.
Listen, oh
Yeah,
my gosh. Oh,
yeah.
what is it called? It starts with a
Jenny,
V.
wine slushy, yes. Jocelyn, when you come on down, we need to get you a wine slushy. No, so I go. There's multiple places that have them, but when I my first experience was actually in downtown Concord, of all places. Um, there's a it's a winery that's out, but they have a storefront in downtown Concord, and wine slushies. Oh my goodness,
Oh, it's called Vino Rita. I love them. Oh,
yeah.
I might go to the outlet tomorrow.
That's awesome. So yeah, you'd be
All right.
looking between 75 and 80,000 a year for that.
Okay. So realistically speaking, the minimum annual income to qualify for these homes is 75 to 80,000,
Yes,
right? And the average median income for this area is about 77,000.
exactly.
So it fits right in there. When we talk about now, I could get in particulars when we talk about. I hear this conversation a lot where, like, what do you mean the average median income is 77,000? Well, they're taking household income, right? That could be the household income. So I understand if you're a single person, you might be like, how is that even possible? And I get it. It's a struggle. It's a challenge. But my girl Joy, she's been on the channel before, and she put out a video not too long ago, basically saying if you're single, you better cohabitate with somebody to make it work.
Or making OnlyFans.
No, see, she's going off the radar. I'm gonna have to put her in the backstage. She's over here cursing on the live stream.
Wine slushies.
OnlyFans. You know.
Yeah. But no, so I do get that it can be challenging and a struggle, but the numbers are the numbers, and that is the average median household income. So this could work
You know,
with that.
there are some other things as well too, like a lot of people don't think about, like Fannie Mae's Home Ready and Freddie Mac's Home Possible
Yep.
program. They actually allow for border income in
Mhm.
their places, along with the MI companies. They allow for that extra income. So if you rent
Bordered.
rooms out in your home,
What's bordered income?
border income is if you rent your rooms out in your home.
We just have to break it down because everyone on the
Oh, I
channel.
like that. Okay, gotcha. I'm like, what do you know? But thanks, Ambernique. No, but at any rate, I mean, if you can show that you have roommates, or you've had roommates that basically contribute to your income every
Yes.
single month, that's something that can be used for that. So, just food for thought there.
And I've
Or
had
you
a
can go
client.
out to Greenville where there are great jobs. There's
Yeah.
that BMW factory. It's a lot of manufactured good paying jobs out there. So
Yeah.
out there in Greenville, Spartanburg, that area is known for that. So you want to relocate to Greenville, just an hour and 15 minutes away from Charlotte, give me a ring.
Give us a ring.
Exactly. Me too. Don't.
Been using it. Hold on, wait a minute. And y'all drop it in the chat because he been me. What happened to we?
Hold on.
Yes.
I said us. I
Let's
said
let's
us.
talk about it. No. What your mom say? You better clock that.
And Renique decided to put on the shirt today, and look at her. She don't know how to act.
I'm putting on. It's getting cold.
She wanted to show off her collar, and then she just acting up. Here we
I
go.
do like to show off my collarbone. You forgot. At one point in time in life, I didn't have one.
Because I have a boyfriend. I'm not adding him on the loan, but wanted to know. Question is, we believe we answered this. We talked about border. Boyfriend not adding him on the loan, but wants to know if they can use his income if I say he pays for rent.
Yes, I mean, you have to prove it. You can't be just, I say that you have to prove that he pays you rent
Yeah.
every single month. So, but
You
yes,
gotta-
if that's the case, then yes.
Yep. Yeah.
So Jenny, start now. Have him paying you rent.
Yes, have him pay with
Take
either
the trail.
a Cash App transfer, or
Yep.
write you a check every single month. I mean, we're gonna date me, but anyway, you can do it that way. Just don't do a pure cash transaction, because that's not traceable. So just prepare yourself, like Ambernique said. Go ahead and start preparing for that now. As long as you have that history of him paying you the same amount of money every single month, that can be used as income.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean,
No.
pretty cool to be able to just, there's more than one way to skin a cat, as they say. So
No, most definitely.
Yes, and we love people that just knows how to scraggle in the gray areas.
so I mean,
So this is where I got your back, Susie. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the gray area.
Out
However,
of the box.
this isn't the
Out
gray
of the
area.
box thinking. Well,
This
out of
is
the
like
box
one of those things
thinking.
where
you would be
when
surprised,
you know the
Bernie, to be,
rules.
you'd just be surprised, honestly, where, I mean, like, I had this transaction this one time that it was actually it was during Fannie Mae's foreclosure period back in 2012, 13 in that port. I had a person purchasing a home for $45,000, great price, but it was his first home. And he was doing the renovation loan to it, adding $100,000 in renovations. So now his purchase price was $150,000. This particular gentleman, when he was 17 years old, he was now 45. Both of his parents died in a car crash because he was almost 18. The church, the pastor and his wife took him in and finished raising him. And they looked at him all these years as his son, right? Well, they needed, because of adding the renovations to the purchase price, what they had for the down payment wasn't just based off 45,000 anymore. It was now based off of 150,000. And so they didn't know that. And so with that being said, now we needed more gift funds because they didn't have enough money to be able to follow this through. At any rate, I gave the gift letter for his parents to sign. They wouldn't sign it because they weren't technically his parents. So then I thought, well, now, Lord, what am I going to do? Because I didn't know how I was going to do this. You know what I mean? The property wasn't in any areas that it was with my down payment assistance programs, because I partner with quite a few of them, that it would have worked perfectly. But because this home wasn't in one of those areas, nobody could help them. And then there was nobody in his area that offered this. So I was like, now what am I going to do? You know, so that night, put it to prayer. And, you know, I woke up in the middle of the night, went to my FHA guidebook, and, you know, I found out that a church could actually donate money for someone's down payment for gift funds. So then I said, oh, well, thank you, Lord, you know, because honestly, that was him that showed me that, you know. And so then I went to his friends that next day and I talked to the pastor at their church, and the friends donated the money. The church turned around and gave it to them as part of their gift fund. So, I mean, like I say, when there's a will, there's a way. And I didn't know that. I did not know that at all. So it was really kind of awesome to be able to say, wow, I could help somebody, because I didn't know how I was going to do that. You know what I mean? So I never crossed the line into the dark side, you know, type of a thing. But I mean, I wouldn't even consider that writing it. I would say that, you know, something I didn't know, but I'll never forget. You know what I mean?
Again, my thing is, if you know the rules, like everybody knows the general rule. Well, should know the general rules, right?
Yes.
But it's the caveats, it's the exceptions that really differentiate the good, the okay, the good, and the great, right? You got to know what can get done, and sometimes you have to remind people and let them know, like, no. This is perfectly within the guidelines, and show them exactly where it's at, because they're just not used to. They're used to dealing with cookie cutter situations, right?
You know, and that's the bottom line, is most lenders are book trained. You know what I'm saying? Just to say that if it's not right here in this book, or if it doesn't come into existence from something that you would have, then you would never know to experience it. I'm not afraid to ask questions, because to me, the answer is automatically no unless you ask. So I will literally take it to our underwriter of the day and say, hey, this is a situation. This is how I see it. This is how, you know, this happened because this, and this. What can we do? Most times I'm not turned down, or I'm told if we do this, and this. We're about wanting to help people. And actually help people, because circumstances are all over the place these days.
No, that is 100% true. Any questions in the comments? Let me know if this was beneficial, if it showed you a new way in which you can search for homes, because those homes that you weren't paying any attention to, weren't paying any mind, there's opportunity. There's opportunity. Not only in that zip code, there's another property right here. Hold on.
And while you're bringing that property up, because I had it come up with someone that I was trying to assist relocating, if you have a job still in another state, and you have a living parent living in the state that you want to go to, you can use your income from the state that you're living in to you can state that you're buying your parents a house in that state that you're wanting to relocate to. So that's just a workaround. So that's something that I didn't know until I came across the situation.
Yeah, a parent loan, same thing as a kiddie condo for your kids.
Yeah.
for college. I mean, that's basically
Yep.
what it is. And that was something that they actually just started doing little over 10 years ago that many people don't know about. And
Yeah.
it's very, very beneficial for, say, that those families that want to take care of their elderly parents but don't want to have them in their house with them, they can purchase the house right next door for them, still under owner occupied. So it's very beneficial to know these things.
No, totally agree. So one last property, we'll show you an example for. Now this property has been on the market, I believe 80 something days on Tyvola, but it has the big driveway roundabout. 425, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, just over 1257 square feet. Right? Let's see if we got more pictures. So it's dated, and every home in this area, 28210, not every home, every third home in this area looks exactly like this.
Gotcha.
Right? So this right here, I've renovated and flipped a few of these houses. So I know that you can get it just like this, knock down this wall right here, because it's the living room and it's the kitchen on the other side. Put a beam in there, which can get expensive,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you can renovate it. And as soon as you do that, though, as soon as you do that, you've taken that $400,000 home and you've made it into a $500,000 home,
Easily.
right?
Easily.
So as soon as you do that, and then you talk about cabinetry, appliances. This is the kitchen area, dining room, kitchen area.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Trying to
could
get
see
to
that
the,
completely renovated into something more.
if you completely renovate this, here goes the bathroom. Look at this. You
Oh,
completely renovate
wow.
this,
Mm.
and you can get 6 for it every single day of the week.
Yes.
Every single day.
You know what? You want to know what's really cool about one of these renovation loan products, or actually is for your investors.
Yes.
This is actually allowed for your investors
Mm-hmm.
on the conventional product with only putting 15% down on an investment property.
Yeah.
So a lot of investors don't know that they can actually take advantage of these renovation loans, do the work, flip the properties, keep the properties, rent them out, however they want to do that. But investors can actually use this product to purchase homes and not have to use their capital or cash to be able to renovate the properties, just a minimum of 15% down.
Now, what I've also seen with these properties, because again, all of every third home is the same, is the back of it. You can bump it out to where it's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,200 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
There's no HOA in the neighborhood. Let's say you wanted to bump it out another, get 3 more rooms back there, not bedrooms, but just bump it out. You can do so.
Absolutely. With the home styles renovation, the conventional one, you can actually
Mhm.
tear the entire house down minus one wall and rebuild it to
Yes.
what you want it to be. So
So
it's almost like taking out a new construction loan and actually doing the house how you'd want it to be in the location. This would be a fun house to renovate.
yeah. Now, so I really like this area. This is where I've done most of my flips. The hesitation, just being blunt, for me is that it's on Tyvola. If it was on the back street or on another street, I would jump at this opportunity. But
Hmm.
because it's on Tyvola, no matter what, it could be all fixed up. It's going to sit for a little longer than it should because it's on that main road. That's all.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot that can be done with that property,
Yeah.
especially adding in. I mean, you could even add in a different, like a accessory apartment back there for rent.
Yes. Yes. Yep. No, most definitely. And it's unique because that lot was actually pretty flat. In that
Hmm.
neighborhood, you have two sides. One side of the street is flat, the other side is on a slope. So long as you're on that flat side, you can definitely do that ADU. We have a comment from Barbara. She'd like to buy a small house, put it in her backyard, and she needs knowledge about it. Is there a loan product that could do something like that, or what's going on?
Not yet, unfortunately. I mean, if
No,
she had a home that she wanted to take cash out of it and put it there, that would probably
no.
be it. But right now, unfortunately, they're
Hmm.
tiny homes. They don't have enough value and information of how they're going to do in the market just yet
Yes.
to actually say that they can get a value to do a loan on
Hmm.
them. So, nope, that and barn dominiums are going to take some time.
All right. All
But
right.
Barbara, we do have a builder that could build you a home with a separate ADU.
Yes.
No.
You know what's really awesome too about you guys, and you know this, but just to bring this up is and I guess I'm speaking without talking to them about this first, but
No, you're good.
you do have a couple of agents there that actually are interior designers. What a great plug-in for your for just your buyers and the sellers that you're representing. This is a great product to sell properties with and talk
Hmm.
with your sellers about it, that you could have one of the designers come in and actually do a couple of designs in there so that people can actually see what that would be and look like. Just food for thought, because I know a lot of your agents are multi-talented. So
Yes. No, actually, we in our brokerage we have, I believe she's the head of staging and design, the president here in Charlotte, the Charlotte
yeah,
staging. So yeah. So no, we can again. We try to compile the best talent, best people that not only are supremely talented, but want to give back, have a heart of service, right? So, and I'm blessed to be around them. I'm blessed to have them, even though Ebony gets on my nerves at times. Um, blessed to have them. So, again, if there's something you want to do, if this is a product that you think would work for you, or you want to look at options, please, we're here to help. And we
absolutely.
want to be able to pair you with the product and type that works best for you. Because sometimes a new construction home, yeah, it's new, but some people want to be in an established neighborhood. And established neighborhood with established schools that you know what you're going to get, right? The home may
Absolutely.
not fit your needs right now, but we can work around that. We can make it so the home fits your needs. Yeah. Um,
The conventional product, you can even add a swimming pool if you want to.
I was totally against pools before COVID. Now I want one. I want one. I do. I do. I want a pool.
Well,
But
we'll be at your house all summer.
There we go.
who is we? We are not in France.
My children.
Gosh,
Oh
hello.
man. But no, in the comments, people watching, thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, I want to make sure we address them. We don't want to leave you high and dry. We want to make sure we hold on. We have a comment from Barbara. Thank y'all. Continue to research it. She's not going to give up.
Well,
Amen.
Barbara, why
Okay.
haven't you reached out to us yet? You wouldn't have to be going through this roller coaster. Ooh.
Absolutely. I mean, we might not be able to fix your need right now, but we can definitely put you and line you up with where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
You're not alone in this journey.
Yeah, Barbara, you're like family. Like you're here. So come on. Reach out to us. We're here.
Once
Susie,
you
how can
start,
people get in touch with you?
What was that?
How can people get in touch with you, Susie?
Oh, you can call me. My number is 704
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to write it down. 704.
918 8361.
Okay. Give me one
Or
second.
you can email me at sbeaver. Oh, I can just put it here.
and y'all,
Apology.
they make really good muffins. When you come back by the office?
Actually, I will be there
No,
the
no,
3rd.
no. He can come by the office. Don't bring any muffins. We don't need any
Why?
muffins at the office. All right. We don't need any muffins.
Yes, we do.
Thank you.
But no, he does make some excellent muffins.
She's so nice. She cuts strawberries.
There we go. I put my stuff in the chat so everybody will have it. But yeah, I mean, my goal is to help everybody get a home that wants a home. So don't be shy. Any question is a welcomed question, and our goal is to help you to get your dreams made.
Most
Teamwork
definitely.
makes the dream work.
Amen. Amen. Well, one, I want to thank you for giving us of your time this evening and being willing to give us your time. I know I reached out to you last week and you had a prior engagement, but you were like, no, I would gladly do it next week. And I didn't even have to reach out to you. You were like, hey, we jumping on tonight. So
Yes, I was looking forward to it.
I
Thank you.
definitely appreciate it. Thank you. Embernique, anything you want to say?
You going on the block list for 48 hours. Don't call me
Oh man,
tomorrow.
that's a blessing. That, y'all, she's not gonna call me for 48 hours.
No, that
Thank you,
means she's
Jesus.
going to call you every 5 minutes for the next 48 hours now. How much of a blessing. No.
Oh man.
Ambernique, you
But
got
no,
to learn how to be the pesky sister.
no, I'm blocking for maybe a week. I'll see. I'll make them suffer. But no, if anybody's looking to relocate to the Simpsonville area, my listing is a great option. We can
Yeah.
contact Susie to get it updated to your likings. Let's get it sold.
Yeah. No, let's get it sold. Embernique, I appreciate you. Thank you. Uh, one, everybody that's watching, thank you all for again tuning in, watching us on a Monday. We definitely appreciate the support. And if you know anybody looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Carolinas, reach out to us. Now we're not just limited to the Carolinas, but that's where we are. Also, I have to extend this invitation because I was at a real estate school earlier today, and it's a lot of things that I guess I take for granted, being around so many amazing people and the culture that we've cultivated, that we have something unique. So if you're in real estate or thinking about joining or getting into real estate and you want that camaraderie, that group of people, that firm or brokerage that's going to love on you, but also push you and encourage you to get better, sometimes pull you and drag you to get better, uh, reach out to us. We are
Don't.
here. We're here to
I'm
help.
really
We want to we want to see you succeed, because there's more than enough for everybody to go around. Um, my brother Danny is proof. Is proof. He has a full-time job, but he's out here killing it. So do not be limited thinking that you can't make it work. You don't have time in your schedule. He's a full-time dad, full-time employee. Actually, he's like a boss. But then he also, based on his numbers, is a full-time real estate agent too. So again, we like to surround ourselves with people that's going to uplift us. So come join the family. Reach out to me. Reach out to Amber League. We would love to have you. So y'all have a good night.
good night.
Susie, Amber League, stick around. I'll talk to y'all later.